Do you struggle sleeping the night before a big event? I know I used to be that way, and I have a member of the Better Sleep community who gave me permission to share her story about how it was for her before big events before, and what actually happened to her this week as she was getting ready for a big trip, and how she slept so well the night before, which is totally new to her. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Carol Richard. I am the founder of the Sleep Success Academy, and I love creating these videos for everyone because I want to show the world how it's possible for us to create better sleep for ourselves so that we can then live a healthier life. And that's what we're looking for. We're wanting to live this life that is as healthy as possible so we can enjoy it. And all of that starts with getting better sleep. If these videos are helping you, do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, like this video, or even better than that, share this video with someone you know that could use this information so they can have better sleep for themselves as well. And so let's talk about Nancy. So she wrote this big post in our Facebook group. She's been a member of the Better Sleep community. This is her second round. And she's always struggled with sleep before big events. And so I didn't really know that. It's not something I knew about her. But she posted this, and I'm going to read it word for word so you can actually see the excitement in her message. And it made me feel so good to be able to read this. And so she says, "Good morning, everyone. I just had to share. So my husband, dog, and I are going around the Gaspé Peninsula in Quebec for the next week, leaving today. I'm retired, so I'm the one who does the planning and packing. There are a ton of things to consider and remember. This is the longest camping trip we've ever taken, so I'm assuming extra stress on her because wanting to make sure she has everything for the week." Said, "Yikes, in the past, I wouldn't have sleep the night before a big day. I'd be ruminating about what was needed to be done last minute. Well, last night, sure enough, as soon as I got into bed, my head started," right? So that's her behavior. That's her normal behavior that usually happens. So the minute she went to bed, it happened again. She said, "So I visualized me wrapping my loving arms around my brain and sending my brain gratitude and love. Then I started tapping on my anxiety. The anxiety eased, but then I tapped on my head full of thoughts because that was what came up for me again. Well, I slept. Such a great sleep. I'm so pleased because in the past this would never happen for me. I woke up in the night, which is normal, going from sleep phase to another, but then I went back to our call and felt my chilled pillow, felt the mattress wrapping around me like a hug. I listened to the dog and my husband breathe in their sleepy way. I went to this beautiful, peaceful, love-filled space and went back to sleep, no problem. I just had to share this great new happening. I now have this new belief about the night before a big event, and all of this without sleeping pills. Sending you all wishes for a lovely weekend and great sleep." Isn't that amazing how someone who could never have good sleep before a big event managed this for herself and without sleeping pills? Like, so amazing. And so I kind of wanted to talk about a few of the things she mentioned in her message because you might be wondering, so what is tapping? What do you mean she tapped? So one of the things we learn in the Better Sleep communities, we learn what we call EFT, also known as tapping, which is we're tapping on the face, on the hand, the end points of meridian that helps us release the stuck energy, these stuck emotions, and actually helps us gain clarity to our. And so usually when we're feeling anxiety or stress, we don't have access to our thinking brain. We're more stuck in the emotional brain, and that's where the anxiety happens. Well, tapping helps us reach that thinking brain so we can think more clearly about what's actually happening. And in that moment, she was able to like just tell her brain, like, "I love you and thank you for talking to me at this wee hours of the night, but we don't have to think about that. We'll have it under control tomorrow," or whichever way that came out for her. So that's something else that we talk about in the Better Sleep community is very having compassion for ourselves as we're having a hard night's sleep. So she did that in the moment. And then she used tapping. And then she used another resource, which was a meditation we had done a few days before she had this night's sleep, where we had started our group tapping call with a visualization of a good night's sleep or what it feels like when it feels good in your bed. And another member of the Better Sleep community always says that now she just goes into her bed, she hugs and cuddles her pillow and feels the good emotions and is able to go back to sleep. Because when we're feeling anxiety or fear or anger, we're actually increasing our stress response in our body, our fight flight, and that makes it hard for us to go to sleep. And so if I can do an exercise to help bring my nervous system back into social engagement state, back into regulation, like she did using that exercise in the middle of the night of cuddling into her pillow, feeling herself be hugged by her mattress, listening to her husband and her dog's sleepy breathing, as opposed to getting frustrated because they're sleeping and she's not. She used the power of her mind and visualization to create that sleep for herself again. And then the most beautiful part of her message is that she has now created a new empowering belief. She didn't say exactly what the belief is, but she does know that there's a new empowering belief. So my questions to her now would be, so what does that new belief sound like? It might sound something like, I can sleep the night before a big event. I know what to do to get myself back to sleep. I know that I don't have to think about last minute details in the middle of the night because I will make time for it the next day. It could sound like any of those, or it could be something totally different because a new empowering belief will really be individual to the person. It's so exciting. And she managed all this because she believes she's capable of good sleep. She just needed some help and some guidance, which she got from me and other people in the Better Sleep community to help her come up with different resources, different ways to tap into the belief that she is able to create this better sleep for herself, especially before the night before a big event. So, how exciting is that? I know I was beyond excited when I read it. That's why I asked for her permission to be able to share this with you. If you have questions about how she was able to do this, just send us our questions. I will definitely be able to speak with her again soon, and because she'll be back from vacation next week, and we can always answer those questions for you. Ah, doesn't it feel awesome to know that somebody went from not being able to sleep to this sleep? I know I am completely in awe of what she accomplished for herself. So this is all I have to say in this video. This is possible for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me at support@sleepsuccessacademy.com. And I look forward to helping you on your journey to better sleep because I know it's possible for everyone.